Adobe Flash. And, well, I wanted to save a record for posterity of what the home island looks like until tomorrow. So, you have the backpacker guy. And, well, with AJXE not working, it might be a lot harder to customize from him in the future. I forgot this character's hair looked like this. Slightly different color, so I guess you could say they were actually wearing a wig. But, also, well, first I'll do this walkthrough here. Then I'll get to the other thing I want to do tonight. Oh, I'm gonna miss this platform here, I guess. Although the billboards will still be here. Oh, gonna miss this house too. And realms, although this character has never been there. And well, we'll see what JavaScript brings in that department. The arcade here, that's not changing. But also, I wanted to one last playthrough of Mission Atlantis 3 in Flash. And show you a little bit of, well, the prehistoric animals that are aboard the ship. So first, let's turn on the power. Oh, sorry. Oh, there's the button. So, bear with me here. Just gotta turn on the power. I guess we'll see if this is the same in JavaScript once they actually bring it over. Which, honestly, I don't expect to happen until mid-2021. Oh. Oh. Time for some hallucinations. Well, visions of the past, I guess. Time to push the red button. And there will be much more button pushing to come. But also, now with the lights on, I can actually review the animals. So, 1 second. So, let's get to it. Oh, I forgot about this. So, I guess we'll see if JavaScript has this once they get that island up and running. And here comes Dunkleosteus, the top predator of the Devonian. With that armored head, I think there's no mistaking it. And of course, the common restoration is to have this thing's, well, instead of teeth, it had bone blades, projections of its skull, sticking out of its mouth, or so the popular depictions show. Although, a YouTube video I saw predicts that it may have had lips instead, so you wouldn't see this until it was too late. So that's from the Devonian. And then we have some kind of marine reptile. It has the head of a meteorhynchid, or I guess you could say crocodilian, the Thalattosuchians who took to the ocean during the Mesozoic. Because in plesiosaurs and ichthyosaurs, the nostrils actually migrated up to between the eyes, sort of like a whale's blowhole, to make it a little more convenient for them to surface for air while sticking out as little of their head as possible. But the rest of the body definitely has the look of a plesiosaur, I guess, with these 4 paddles. Except for the tail. It turns out that, in fact, most or all Plesiosauria, and the pliosaurs actually had a sort of fin. I think it comes up from the top of the tail like this. I'm not really sure. Well, I could be wrong. Maybe it's that the spine goes one way or the other, like in mosasaurs, and of course ichthyosaurs. So this is some kind of, I guess, Mesozoic marine reptile, but hard to identify because of this mishmash of features it has going on. But this one's less ambiguous, although it has a badly broken neck. That is an elasmosaur. So I don't know which one it is because several members of the group evolved these extraordinarily long necks. So Elasmosaurus, Thalassomedon, but as far as I can tell, they were around from 130 to at least 80 million years ago. So that gives a definite time frame for when this specimen was caught and preserved. Although again, the tail is too long and lacks the tail fluke. Now let's get to the next one. This is, I don't know how well you can see the outline. I can show you in the other room, one that's not behind almost opaque glass. So this looks to be a Eurypterid, and from those paddles that are modified back legs, you can tell that this is actually of the Eurypterina, which went extinct before the Permian, actually. So this would give, I think, a date of Ordovician to Devonian, or Carboniferous. No, I think Devonian. While they went extinct, their relatives survived until the Permian wiped them out, along with many other things. Although, I don't know about this odd head shield here. It turns out that Eurypterids did not have that, and this also doesn't have enough legs. But also the telson is another sign that it's based off a Eurypterine Eurypterid. And, oh, this is very difficult to see, but I think that's a trilobite, one with many spines or long legs coming off of its body segments. And maybe there was an anglerfish here? So, honestly, considering how difficult it is to find deep-sea fossils, since coelacanths eluded us for 66 million years of the fossil record, I don't know if there's any evidence that this is from prehistory, but I would assume so, because the rest of these are no younger than 66 million years. So, it's that billboard again. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. But now I can show you the other Eurypterid, Buck. Oh, you can only see its silhouette. I have to restore the power before we can get a better look at this one, which will be our first clear view of one of these. Oh, right, sorry. Oh. Sorry about that. Can't forget the gameplay. Can't put the cart before the horse. And of course, you have to do this a very specific way, of course, or this thing will just get vaporized and you have to start all over. Here we go again. There's a button over here, right? More of these things to push. Oh, whoops, forgot again. Still wondering if HAXE JavaScript will have it be this complicated or will simplify a lot. Some people are not big fans of the new mythological island. But it could just be that JavaScript is sort of still in its infancy, as far as I can tell. So, who knows? We'll see. In order to illuminate the big sea scorpion, I have to have more visions of the past. What exactly the backstory of this island is and what the visions mean is beyond the scope of this video. But now I can show you the distinct Eurypterine legs of this one. Although again, there's no species in real life that corresponds to the very few legs and strange head shield on this one. So, oh, I'm sorry about that. Whoops. Sorry, bear with me here. Soon enough, I will see other ways that they have portrayed the dunk. Because one of these specimens is not just going to stay in its tank. Well, everything looks to be in order. I mean, it's pretty amazing that they can wake up again after over 300 million years. But also, that silhouette very closely resembles some reconstructions I've seen of Dunkleosteus, including the Sea Monsters series with Nigel Marvin, that was a spin-off for Walking with Dinosaurs. It had a very similar kind of low rectangular dorsal fin. And that tail. There's still some debate over how it looked because most of what we have is the head. Ooh. Oh. There is something that science discovered that is actually demonstrated in the game. Although it's a bit inconvenient for your player, I will show you. A fast suction bite. Although clearly it recognizes that the sub is not food. They actually ate other armor-headed fish. And their fast, powerful bite would have helped them crunch through all that armor, which sea monsters did demonstrate, but not the fast suction bite, so... Oh, not again. Oh well. One more time wouldn't hurt, anyway. Even if it was by accident, since we don't get to see it again. But that's kind of a rundown of what these animals are. Now, for me to finish the gameplay as one of the last things I'll do in Flash. So, thank you and see you next time.